And welcome back to the channel, and we're going to leap over to Group A because the final entry in Group C I'm not supposed to play on stream, but I will do a video separately for reasons. Now we're going to do andywavex Rockanje, which also looks very firm, slower greens. That is a good combination. We've done manipulated teas. I will pick gold. I kind of feel like we've overdone manipulated teas a little bit, but I don't know whether there's a pairing. I should probably look it up. 1 second. This is where things slow down. Really good for stream quality, this. Rockanje. Pin 1 gold. Pin 2 green. Oh, he's suggested some conditions. Fine, we'll do one of those. Let's go green, northwest. Cool. And we were going southeast, so let's not do that. Cool. Give it a go. Oh, morning, Andy. Lovely to see you. Yeah, I'm slowly working through the rest of them. I knew I had loads to do in Group C, so that was the obvious one to kick things off with. I think I'm now done with that. Let's tidy up the rest of them. We'll go Group A first. Ooh, that is lovely. Has it got a underground entrance and overground entrance? Excellent. That's very well done. That's really nicely done. Pointless pond. Cool. Now I think this one's based on. I still got the in like Royal Hague, was it? So kind of Dutch linksy dunesy stuff. Very cool plot. Wind turbines, excellent. I add to it. Got some bits of heather back there. Lovely. Oh, this looks fun. And then I presume we don't actually ever really get out to the coast. It's just, it's there. Good move. You maybe kind of see it on 18 a touch. Nice. Right. Get back to our guy. Here we are. Augusta National. Thanks, Matty. Okay, 2 bunkers on the inside, just shortening things. Big green. Go further right. It was a very bad swing. Got away with it. I would say your green is a little bit big here. I like all of this big and bold slope. I think if you made it 3/4 of the size, it'd be perfect. However, I like that you could have maybe even mounded up the saddle a little bit more, so it feels like it's falling off here and back here. I think raising it a couple of feet might have really helped. Okay. If that's any good. It's a horrible push. Just stay up. Yeah, it was pretty close to going. Yeah, I like the big backboard. I just don't know how many pins that necessarily helps. Because if you're hitting it up here, you're probably rolling off, I would imagine. You can kind of use it for this one. And push it that way. Yeah, it's good. Ah. Like I say, I think a bit smaller would have helped it, a bit raised up would have helped it, but it is good. Nice little walking path up here. Yep, figured as much. Okay. Sort of feeding in this way, so we can run a ball kind of down to here. Very much been a theme of the contest of we will have one 200-yard par 3 with a bunker on the inside. That sounded okay. Now kick left. Oh, lovely shot. I like the way you've done the bunker lips as well. That's nicely done. Oh, just about pays it off. Right, par 5 next. Go make a score there as well. Okay, really like the look of this one. Obviously lighting helps it, but the fact that it's dipping down and going back up. Those little staggered bunkers look lovely. Oh yeah, this is really nice. And I imagine downwind you can push the ball, have it running down here. I know it's a wind thing, but I think this hole would play so much better if I were getting over there and down to here. Shame. Yep. But it's a really nice hole. And interesting land movement up here. Okay. I think we're just going to play semi-sensibly. Get it down to there. Obviously, the moment I try and play sensibly, the game says no. It's okay. We still have a full wedge. Might even need more than that. Go there. Really good first par 5. Like, just interesting. Land movement does all of the work on the tee shot. And you've definitely nailed the bumps and rolls that you were looking for. Oh, love that camera. Very nicely done. Yeah, really solid. No notes on this one. Might have just planted a little bit more hit. Like, if you popped in some of your heather here, I think that would really have helped it pop. Uh-oh. Where are we going? Oh, okay. We're right. Roll back a little? No. It's the slick downhill part. Hold your line. Was never going to. Yeah, I think I might have just taken a few more liberties with the environment. Right. Having a little bit more heather, a few more splashes of colour. I like the bunkers, but they're kind of more functional in terms of shape style than they are aesthetic. They do work really well. Just that would be the one thing. This looks gorgeous as well. I really like this. This looks awesome. Okay, up to the mound. I'm really enjoying this. Yep, and we've now got to try and control a wedge to that. Should have gone further right. Yeah, and that's your penalty for not taking on those bunkers. Well done. Okay, somewhere up there. I don't even know if this is enough club, to be honest, in that wind. Oh, no, we're good. Love the little grasses behind the green. Don't know what the posts are, but they're nice as well. Just little things to draw your eye. Up to the windmills. Or wind turbines, rather. Okay. Yeah, they're like dual route fairways, not necessarily my favourite hole design, but I think at least it just feels a little either or. But it works because we haven't done anything like that just yet. Again, I possibly wouldn't have raised up the green site. I think it works. I think this is one where I'd have looked at it a couple of times and gone, what else could we do here? Like, could we sit it down? Could we, I don't know, do something a little bit different, given that you just had the high one on the previous one as well. Oh, absolutely carved one into the slope, which might even work. Yep, done all right. Now we have the horrible part. Great view from up here, though. I really appreciate that you've not crutched on the ocean. I would have done. I think you can make it pay off, but I definitely would have done. Okay, here's our risk. Do we think we can carry? I'm thinking I can probably bounce down. Or just miss it way right regardless. At least we missed on the strategic side, but geez, that was a bad shot. Hang on. Miss way right the Matty, yes. Yep, I can see it. I would say the green is. So I would argue that you want to be coming in this way as you open up more of the green rather than playing across that. R3, where are we going? Ah, there. It's an interesting camera. Short par 3, green kind of propped up. I think we've done a lot of propped up greens now, I would say. Oh, be good? No. Wasn't a great putt. Yeah, so these ones where it's not like the green pad itself, where the green is sitting, is not necessarily raised and it sits a bit flatter to the ground. This is still a little raised, but kind of flatter in areas as well. The difference between this and the previous one is quite a big one. OB, yeah. Okay. Really are pushing everything, aren't we? Into the dip. Something up here should be all we need. No. Yeah. Yeah, felt that happening. Predictable. Well, we've given one back. I think a halfway point, it's how do we keep that variety going? You've got this really cool links land. There are some holes which have utilized that brilliantly, and some where they haven't done it quite as much as they could have done. This is nice. I'd have gone with more fairway even further short, just if you look at how big the green is and how much fairway is. I'd probably add a little bit more. This looks lovely. I like that you've done the mound. Probably plant that a bit more. I'm hoping that should kick forward and just feed on. Keep going. There we are. Nice. Okay, that's a really nice fall off near the green. Just one more functional thing I would say is that you probably don't want to pinch at 230 much more than you're doing a driver. I know that driver can technically go kind of anywhere and everyone's hitting it anyway, but it will lead to a better look off the tee as well if you have a bit more fairway here. I would typically also try, my rule is generally I'll start fairways at 180, 200's perhaps a little long. If you think of like a beginner player playing this in a headwind, that's potentially quite tough. Let's just hit that mound. Nice. I like the big landform in the fairway, pushing us right, and then the green's actually one way you want to be left for. Also like that the green is quite subtle. Good hole. Yeah, probably fine. He says carving one way right. Okay. 12. So far, everything has just been really solid. I see a pot bunker and don't know whether we needed it. I don't think we needed it. Just do what you've been doing elsewhere. There seems to be another theme of the contest of people we get given a pot bunker and suddenly everyone feels they need to try to use it. I like that you've got the wind turbines as aiming points. That's cool. Let's go. That's a good drive. The kind of central hazards with a lion's mouth feature has worked nicely. Okay, I can hit spinner. Yay! Favorite shot. I think it would have worked. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't have done. It would have had the same impact. Yeah, it's not. Lovely green site. Yeah, I really like the sculpting around this one. Just clean, gentle movement. Nothing crazy. This is just a lovely green site, done really, really well. Don't go in the bunker. Very good. So just thinking aloud, we have had two of the par fives play in the same direction, therefore, with wind. Unless the wind has switched, but I don't think it has. It would just be something I would try to generally avoid. No, I don't think I would have gone bunkerless with this. Right, what do we have here? Ooh, I like this. Let's see. That one's there. The other one was there. Okay, yeah, fair. I think bunkerless, unless you are very experienced, is a trap. I'm not going for this. I don't see myself holding that. And I only see pain and suffering. Hmm. I just think it makes life so much more. It reduces your options hugely as to what you can do for hazards. Keep going. Yes, bounce through that. No. And if you're doing it like without water as well, it will just force you into doing things that you it being basically being repetitive because you've limited your options so much. I'm really enjoying this. It's another really nice green site. I would note that your tendency is to have greens be quite high. We've had a lot of raised green sites. I would try where possible to start sitting them lower. Just note that that's your tendency. Be aware of it. And just when you're in the routing phase, go, okay, could this one sit lower? Could this one sit flat? Like even this one, it's not like we're playing uphill towards it. It's still kind of raised, even though it's not perched. Needs to get further right. That's okay. Well, I like the little sandy bits behind the green here. That would be another thing where I might try to incorporate that into the course somewhere. Maybe you do. Maybe we get it in the last few holes. Watch off the left. No, it's dead straight. Oh, I like that we're going into... Yeah, so like this breaks it up visually because we've gone into trees a touch. See, even this green is kind of raised. Everything's... It's hard to run it in. Oh, that's just terrible. It's gotten way better than that deserved. Awful shot. Use the backstop this time. Yeah, can't speak. And missed the putt. 4 and a 5 to finish. That's a good green site. I like the mound feeding into it as well. Oh, I like this. Oh, nice. Yeah, tackling the ground kind of like this a little bit more would have helped. Right. If you're not sure, stuff like this works really nicely. It adds interest. Yeah, what Matty says. This is really cool. Yeah, just awesome. Really big and bold. This is great. I think when you are nailing things on this block, you are really nailing them. Just how can we get all of the rest of the holes to be that sort of level? And just in, I guess, as you're finding your way as a designer as well, it's working out what is it that makes 17 so good. How can we use that a bit more? Right. That's a good tee shot, which is going to go straight in a bunker. Genuinely very happy with that one. First one that's gone where I aimed it. Back ourselves out. Yeah, see here, I think you're kind of crying out for a bowl, sort of green. Like those mounds feeding in this side, it would have been really different and interesting. I know, it was alright. I'll get another chance at it in future playthroughs. I can still imagine it. Just bleeds past. Ah, well, there we go. That's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And that's a good camera to see at the end, because I think that's a great example of kind of the, I don't know, I think your missed opportunity, if we're saying that, is just like, can you vary your environment and like the natural hazards a little bit more? Could you bring that heather in? Could you bring the sandy waste bits in? Like, give us a drive over some of that. Those sorts of things are then like what lifts it a little bit more in terms of the environment not feeling quite the same throughout, but having these little distinct areas or markers or things like that. That said, the golf when it was really good was really, really good. I really liked 3. I loved 17. There are some others as well. I think some of the greens are excellent. You occasionally prop up your greens a touch too much or too regularly. And then it's just trying to find that what is that thing that makes each individual hole stand out in the way that 17 and 3 did. But everything's really solid and like I don't know. For me, I think that's got a really good chance of making it out of groups. I can't remember who else is in A, but I think that's in the conversation. So yeah, great job. I am going to go now and get the kids ready for school, and then probably hop